Hi everyone, today we're going to be reviewing our lesson number 3 entitled Fiery Serpent. And we have, before we go into the questions of the review, we have the key text or the memory text, which is found in Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30. And it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly of heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light." And so, this week, we have been talking about the humanity of the Son of God, and how important it is for us. And on Sunday, we learned that we cannot feel that we are entitled to being children of God, as did the Jews in the time of Jesus. They thought that because they were from descendants of Abraham, that they were okay, that they were children of Abraham. But Jesus told them that they were only children of Abraham if they did the works of their father Abraham. And so it is with us. We are only children of God if we do the works of our Father in heaven. But if we don't, then our father, as it was for them, our father is the devil. And we do the works of the devil. So it's very important for us to not feel entitled to anything, but to really examine ourselves and see, who are we really children of? And so, and then on Monday, we looked at how it's possible for us to study the Word of God and miss the point entirely. Just as Pilate asked, "What is the truth?" But he didn't even stand around to listen to the answer that Jesus would have given him. We too can read the Bible in a way that it just like any other book, it doesn't impress us. It doesn't, we don't give it time to work in our soul. And we will miss the point. We will be ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And then on Tuesday, we looked at how the experience of the Israelites in the desert and how they were protected by God and throughout their travels from the dangers that surrounded them. But they became ungrateful and they grew into unbelief, and God had to stand back and allow them to see what they were surrounded by and to see the dangers that he had protected them so far. And many people died in that experience that they had when the serpents were allowed to come and bite them. And so we are living in the wilderness, and when we take our eyes away from God, when we become complacent to the place where we are, and we don't realize, we don't think anymore about what God is doing for us in protecting us and guiding us and blessing us, we stop believing that all of that comes from God, and in that we can be in danger of being overtaken by the serpent, who is always around trying to hurt us, and we will be again surrendered to sin. And so it is something to always keep in mind and to learn from that experience that they had, how important it is for us to keep our connection with God, to keep our faith in him. And on Wednesday, we looked at what makes it possible for us to be attracted to Jesus. And one of the sentences that I didn't mention, but I would like to mention now, is that it says that that face of Jesus, once beheld by humanity, was never forgotten. And as the face of Cain expressed guilt from what he had done, the face of Christ expressed innocence, serenity, and benevolence. it was the image of God. And so when we look to Jesus, if we can see that face of innocence, serenity, and benevolence, the face of God, we will be attracted to him. And why did Jesus take our sinful nature? Because he wanted to bring us back into communion with his Father. He wanted to be our brother and to save us from where we are in this world, to allow us, to give us a way back to heaven, back to our Father in heaven. And so he came, he became lower than the angels, took our form, and is to this day our brother, always in the presence of the Lord, bringing us to him, so that we will be made just by his sacrifice. That was the purpose that he came to this world. And he says, "Learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you will find rest. Take my yoke upon you. Come unto me." He's calling us. And if we will listen, then we will be safe from the fiery serpents that surround us in this world. That is my desire and prayer for all of us, for myself first and foremost, because this lesson applies to me. And I will see you next time. God bless you until we meet again. Bye-bye.